Hello, my name is Carrie Ward, and today I'm going to talk to you about Weebly.com. Weebly.com is a Web 2.0 tool that allows you to easily create a website for use in your classroom. To create your account, all you have to do is go to education.weebly.com and simply enter your name, email address, and create a password. And create a username as well. With Weebly, your account is free, and there is a pro upgrade option at 2 different levels with 2 different monthly costs. Weebly.com is very safe. There are no advertisements required to be on your website, although you can add them if you would like. Weebly can also be password protected so that only the people you give the password to can access your website. So you can use that for parents, students, and other teachers. Weebly is incredibly easy to use. You don't have to have any previous experience with HTML or website design to create your website. All you have to do is know how to drag and drop, type, and select a file. It's incredibly easy. With Weebly, you can also have multiple editors for your web page. So if you would like to create a department-wide website, say for the math department, all you have to do is create one website and add editors to your page. Weebly is also great for keeping in contact with parents. You can have a separate page or just a tab in your regular classroom website that is for parents to see what the class is doing, and they can also find your email address on that website and contact you about how their child is doing. You can also create student accounts. These student accounts do not require students to have an email address, which is nice because not all students have one. And you can also add up to 40 students per class. That way you can make sure your entire class gets an account. Student websites are the same essentially as your teacher website. They have just about all of the options you have, with a few less that they don't need. They can easily submit assignments online, so that helps save you time in flipping through papers, and it saves them time of printing it out. They don't have to worry about their printer, and you're saving trees, which is a great thing these days. Now I'm going to show you a brief tutorial on how to use Weebly. Alright, so Weebly is very easy to use. This is the home screen, education.weebly.com. You'll create your account here, and then when you go back to login, you just click login. And you'll see this page where you can add a site or edit one that you've already created. This site is for an algebra class. It's very easy to design these sites. You're given a blank page, and all you have to do is drag and drop the elements shown at the top of the page, and you have many different options. To add a page or even a blog, you click the Pages tab and add a page. I'm going to add an assignments page, and I'm going to put it under the home page. To edit that page, I'm just going to grab one of the elements, a paragraph, and go ahead and say what I want to say. It's very easy. You can drag pictures. You have the option to do YouTube videos, Flash videos, slideshows, files from your computer, anything you want. And there's also polls. You have a contact form, a survey. You can have an assignment form, and it looks like this. Students put in their name, email, and they upload their file. So when you're done designing your page, all you have to do is click Publish. And while it publishes, it
It gives you the link to your site, and you can view it as your students do. We have our assignments page. We have a Meet the Teacher page with a picture, and there's also the class blog. The blog is very useful. You can use it as a discussion tool. Now, another very important feature of Weebly is the student portion. Your students, you can create accounts for them. They don't need email. All you do is click Add a Student using their name, and it will create a username for them, and you create a password that they can later change. When students go to log in, they go to students.weebly.com. And this is already logged in to one of the students, and they can edit their site just like you can. They have a few less options as they have a more basic account, but they can still add pictures, videos, files. They do not have the option of a contact form or an assignment form though. So it's all very simple, and hopefully this gets used in more and more classrooms as we integrate technology even more.
Alright, now that you know what Weebly is and how to use it, you might be wondering, what can I possibly do with this in my classroom? Well, you can use it as a class webpage where you set up the site. Your students can find information about you, about your class, and also about everything else. You can post their assignments and also allow them to be submitted online. You can post extra credit opportunities for students that are really trying to go the extra mile and learn more about your subject. You can post general class information such as your syllabus, your list of required materials, class rules, and other resources such as that. You can post a whole list of your contact information, or if you would like to hide that from students, you can just have a contact form set up. You can also post supplemental material such as PowerPoint slides, links to websites that can be helpful to students, or even videos that you create or that you find that can be helpful to students with whatever they're learning. With Weebly, you can also have a blog added to your page that can be used for discussions that you don't necessarily have time for in class, but you would love to keep going. You can also use the blog as an extra assignment, such as a blog about a reading assignment they had to do, or any other assignment they had to do if you're not in a class where students are required to read. Weebly can also be used to create web quests. So you have a list of things that the students need to research and a list of ways they can find it and a project that goes along with it. That project can also be to create a website. Student websites can be used as a good project. They can allow students to get to know how to use the internet, get to know how to use a website creator, and provide a great, fun, easy way to research more on your class and get them interested in their learning. These student pages can also be used as an extra credit project if you know that there are students that would love to go above and beyond and learn more. They can pick a topic based on what you've been teaching and expand on that knowledge and get a little bit of that extra credit. You can also use it for any number of other projects you would like to use. And like I said earlier, you can have a website dedicated to keeping in contact with your parents. These websites can simply be a list of what you've been doing in class, what homework assignments students have had, what students should be doing at home, and use it as a way to contact your parents. So, in conclusion, Weebly is a very easy to use website creator. It can be used in absolutely any classroom, any age. With young children, mostly keep in contact with parents. With older children, once they get into junior high and high school, you can use it for them to create websites or for them to find additional information. Weebly is fun, it's easy to use, and it's very effective when you're trying to get your students more interested in what you are teaching.